Have you ever stood in front of a painting and felt a sense of calm? It is a special kind of quiet. The world outside might be noisy and demanding, full of deadlines and distractions, but in front of a painting, something shifts. Time seems to slow down, just for a moment, allowing you to breathe a little more deeply. This is the simple, profound power of art. It doesn't ask for anything. It simply offers a space for our minds to rest. A painting is like a quiet friend, waiting patiently for us to visit, ready to share a story or a feeling without ever speaking a word. This journey we are about to take is a gentle one. It is an exploration of that quiet friendship found within the painted image. We will drift through canvases filled with light, shadow, and color. We will meet figures from long ago and wander through landscapes that exist only in an artist's imagination. There is no test here, no right or wrong way to feel. The only invitation is to look, to notice, and to let the art speak to you in its own silent language. Each brushstroke is a thought, each color a feeling, captured and held in time for us to discover. It's an opportunity to connect with the human experience across centuries. Paintings are more than just decorations on a wall. They are windows. They are windows into the minds of those who made them, showing us what they loved, what they feared, and what they found beautiful. But they are also mirrors. They reflect our own feelings back at us, sometimes in surprising ways. You might see a stormy sea and recognize your own inner turmoil. You might see a peaceful meadow and feel a longing for simplicity. Art has this unique ability to connect our inner world with the outer world, bridging the gap between what we feel and what we see. And so, let us begin this calming journey. Let's allow ourselves to be drawn into these painted worlds. Let's forget about the rush of the day and simply be present with the images before us. This is a time for quiet reflection, for gentle wonder, and for appreciating the simple beauty that artists have shared with us throughout history. It is a reminder that even in a fast-moving world, there are places of stillness and deep connection waiting for us. We only need to take a moment to look, to really look, and to let the art do the rest. Color is the first language of a painting. Before we recognize a face or a landscape, we are met with a wave of blue, a burst of yellow, or a wash of gentle green. These colors speak directly to our emotions, bypassing the logical parts of our minds. A deep, rich blue can feel calming and infinite, like the night sky or the deep ocean. A bright, sunny yellow can lift our spirits, reminding us of warmth, light, and optimism. Artists are masters of this silent language. They know how to mix and place colors, not just to show us what something looks like, but to make us something. Think of the soft, muted tones of a watercolor painting. The way the pigments bleed into the paper creates a sense of gentleness and subtlety. It can evoke a misty morning, a distant memory, or a fleeting emotion. Now contrast that with the bold, vibrant colors of a modern abstract piece. The artist might use a slash of fiery red against a cool, dark background. This clash of color can create a feeling of energy, passion, or even conflict. Each choice of color is deliberate. It is an invitation from the artist to share in a specific emotional experience. This emotional connection to color is universal. It is something we all share, regardless of where we come from or what language we speak. The warm glow of a candle in a dark room feels comforting to everyone. The fresh green of new leaves in spring brings a sense of hope and renewal. Paintings harness this shared human experience. When an artist paints a golden sunset, they are not just capturing a moment in time. They are capturing the feeling of peace that comes with the end of a day. They are bottling that emotion and offering it to us. As we look at the paintings in our journey, let's pay attention to the colors. Let's notice how they make us feel. Does a particular shade of blue soothe you? Does a flash of orange make you feel more alive? There is no need to analyze it too deeply. Simply allow the colors to wash over you. This is one of the most direct ways that art can communicate with us. It is a conversation without words. A connection built on the shared, unspoken understanding of what it feels like to be human, expressed through the simple, powerful magic of color. A painting is a time machine. It can transport us instantly to another era, another place, another way of life. When we look at a classical oil painting from centuries ago, we are not just seeing an image, we are peering into a different world. We see the clothes people wore, the rooms they lived in, the expressions on their faces. We get a glimpse of their values, their beliefs, and their daily lives. The artist acts as our guide, showing us a moment that was important enough to be preserved forever on canvas. It's a quiet, intimate form of time travel. This journey through art is also a journey through human history. The styles of painting change as societies change. The formal, grand portraits of the Renaissance tell us about a world that valued order, power, and tradition. Then, we see the rise of Impressionism, with its blurry, light-filled scenes of everyday life. This shift tells us about a world that was becoming more modern, more interested in capturing a fleeting moment than a timeless ideal. Each new art movement is a response to the world around it, a new way of seeing and understanding our shared experience. But even as styles and subjects change, the core of what art does remains the same. A portrait from the 17th century and a portrait from the 20th century are both trying to do the same thing, to capture the essence of a person. A landscape from ancient China and a landscape from 19th century France are both trying to evoke the feeling of being in nature. Across all these different times and cultures, we find the same fundamental human desires, the desire to capture beauty, to understand ourselves, and to connect with one another. As we move through this collection of paintings, we are traveling on this river of time. We will see how the story of art unfolds, one brushstroke at a time. We will see the echoes of the past in the art of the present. This is not just a history lesson, it is a story of human creativity and resilience. It shows us that for as long as people have existed, we have felt the need to make art. It is a way of saying, I was here, this is what I saw, this is how I felt, and that is a message that resonates across all of time. Let's begin our journey in a time of quiet dedication, a time before cameras, before the instant image. We arrive in the world of classical oil painting. Imagine an artist's studio from centuries ago. It is a quiet space, filled with the earthy smell of linseed oil and drying pigments. This is where a special kind of magic happened. Artists would take simple materials, ground-up minerals, plants, and earth, and mix them with oil. This simple combination, oil and pigment, gave them a remarkable new tool. It allowed them to create worlds of incredible depth, richness, and light. It was a slow, deliberate process. Oil paint was revolutionary for its time. Unlike earlier paints that dried quickly, oil paint remained wet for a long time. This gave the artist a precious gift, the gift of time. They could work on a single area for days, blending colors with seamless skill. They could create soft, subtle transitions from light to shadow. This ability to blend and layer is what gives old master paintings their famous glowing quality. It feels as if the light is not just falling on the subjects, but radiating from within the canvas itself. This was the alchemy of the early painters, turning simple dust into living light. The artists of this era were not just painters, they were craftsmen. They were masters of their materials. They understood the unique properties of each pigment. They knew which colors would be transparent and which would be opaque. They knew how to build a painting from the ground up, starting with dark underlayers and gradually adding lighter and lighter tones. This deep knowledge of their craft was passed down from master to apprentice. It was a tradition built on patience, practice, and a profound respect for the medium. The goal was not just to make a picture, but to create an object of enduring beauty. When we look at a classical oil painting today, we are seeing the result of this incredible skill. We see the soft texture of velvet, the cold gleam of metal, the warm glow of skin. These illusions are so convincing that we can almost feel them. This is the magic of oil and pigment. It is a testament to what can be achieved with simple materials and immense dedication. It's a reminder that true beauty often comes not from a flash of inspiration, but from a slow, loving, and patient process. The artists were not just painting things, they were showing us the wonder of seeing them. The classical masters taught us to see the world with profound attention. They spent hours observing how light falls, how it wraps around objects, and how beauty exists in every detail. Their paintings invite us to slow down, to notice the small things, and to share in their quiet contemplation. It's a lesson in mindfulness, taught across the centuries. A classical oil painting is built up slowly, in layers. The artist starts with a simple drawing, then adds a base underpainting to set light and shadow. Thin, transparent glazes are layered on top, each subtly shifting the color and depth. Light passes through these layers, creating a luminous, inner glow. This patient process gives old master paintings their realism and presence. Each finished painting is a testament to care, intention, and the magic of building a world layer by layer. The world of classical painting was often guided by a powerful idea: the pursuit of perfection. Artists were not just trying to copy reality, they were often trying to improve upon it. They sought to create a world that was more ordered, more beautiful, and more harmonious than the one they saw around them. This was not about dishonesty. It was about finding an ideal form. They believed that art had a duty to elevate the human spirit, to show us not just how things are, but how they could be. This led to paintings of idealized landscapes, perfectly proportioned figures, and scenes of noble virtue. This quest for perfection was supported by a rigorous system of training. Young artists would enter the workshop of a master painter as an apprentice. For years, they would do little more than grind pigments, prepare canvases, and copy the master's drawings. They learned the rules of composition, perspective, and anatomy. They studied the great works of the past, learning how to create a sense of balance, rhythm, and unity in their work. This training was incredibly demanding, but it gave them a shared language and a foundation of technical skill that was unmatched. It was about mastering the rules before you could even think about breaking them. This focus on ideal beauty can sometimes feel distant to our modern eyes. We are often more interested in art that is raw, personal, and imperfect. But the classical pursuit of perfection gave us something incredibly valuable. It gave us works of breathtaking skill and profound serenity. When we look at a painting by Raphael or Poussin, we feel a sense of calm and order. The balanced compositions and harmonious colors create a feeling of stability and peace. The world inside the painting feels complete and self-contained. It offers us a temporary refuge from the chaos and messiness of everyday life. In a way, this search for perfection was a search for a kind of truth. It was a belief that beneath the flawed surface of reality, there was a deeper, more perfect order. Art was the tool that could reveal this hidden harmony. The artists were striving to capture a timeless beauty that would speak to people across the ages, and they succeeded. Centuries later, we can still stand in front of these paintings and feel a sense of awe. We can feel the power of their clarity, their balance, and their unwavering belief in the power of beauty to soothe and inspire the human soul. When we stand before a classical painting, we are not alone. We're entering into a quiet conversation with the artist who created it centuries ago. Even though they're no longer here, their thoughts, their feelings, and their vision of the world remain, held perfectly within the frame. The painting acts as a bridge across time. The artist is showing us what they found to be beautiful, important, or moving. And as we look, we respond with our own feelings, our own experiences. A silent dialogue begins, connecting our present moment with a moment deep in the past. It's honestly a powerful connection. These paintings are also filled with stories. They tell the grand tales of mythology, history, and religion that were central to the culture of their time. For many people who could not read, these paintings were their storybooks, their connection to a shared cultural narrative. The artist's job was to make these stories clear, dramatic, and emotionally resonant. They had to capture the climactic moment of a story, the look of betrayal, the gesture of forgiveness, the sorrow of a loss. By doing so, they gave these ancient tales a new and powerful life, making them immediate and real for the viewer. But the conversation is not just with the past. These paintings also speak to our modern lives in surprising ways. We might see a portrait of a woman from the 17th century, and, in her gaze, we might recognize a feeling of longing or resilience that we know ourselves. We might look at a scene of a humble family sharing a meal and be reminded of the importance of our own connections. The specific details of clothing and setting may be different, but the fundamental human emotions are timeless. Love, grief, joy, and contemplation look the same in every century. This is why these works continue to move us today. They're more than just historical artifacts. They're living repositories of human experience. They remind us that we are part of a long, unbroken chain of human feeling. The people who lived hundreds of years ago were not so different from us. They worried, they hoped, and they sought out beauty, just as we do. The great classical paintings are a testament to this shared humanity. They are a quiet, enduring conversation that we're invited to join. A conversation that enriches our understanding of both the past and ourselves. After centuries of quiet studios and polished perfection, a new generation of artists began to rebel. The world was changing, faster, louder, more modern, and the old rules no longer fit. Realism and Impressionism were born. Realists painted life as it was. Impressionists painted how it felt. They broke tradition with bold brushstrokes and vibrant color, capturing fleeting moments and honest emotion. A new chapter in art had begun. With Realism and Impressionism, art shifted from the heroic to the everyday. Artists found beauty in quiet corners of daily life, a picnic by the river, a bustling city street. These became art's new subjects. Ordinary moments were now worthy of attention. Realists painted working people with dignity, like saints. Impressionists captured the energy of modern life. Their art feels relatable, celebrating simple pleasures. They remind us, even the smallest moments can be beautiful. Before Impressionism, paintings aimed to capture eternal truths, timeless, perfectly composed scenes. But Impressionists sought the fleeting and the temporary, the shimmer of water, the blur of a passing train, the changing sky. They painted outdoors, racing to capture light and color before it vanished. Quick, bold brushstrokes brought scenes to life, embracing impermanence. Impressionism reminds us to notice beauty in each passing moment, right here, right now. The Impressionists were not just emotional artists, they were keen observers, almost scientific in their study of light and color. Influenced by new theories of optics, they realized color changes with light and surroundings. Shadows, they discovered, are filled with vibrant color, not just black or gray. A sunny shadow might be blue or purple, a tree's shadow greenish. They used optical mixing, placing pure colors side by side for the eye to blend. This revolutionary approach made color the true subject, capturing the joy of seeing itself. The Realists and Impressionists had the courage to embrace imperfection. Instead of hiding their brushstrokes, they left them visible, showing the raw process and honest emotion behind their art. Critics called their work messy, but they stayed true to their vision. Their story reminds us, there's beauty in imperfection, and authenticity matters more than perfection. Realism and Impressionism weren't just new styles, they redefined art's purpose. They proposed a new kind of truth, personal, immediate, and grounded in direct experience. Realists showed the dignity of ordinary life. Impressionists captured fleeting moments and shifting light. These movements broke old rules, giving artists freedom to paint what they saw and felt. In doing so, they brought art closer to life and to us. For as long as artists have painted, they have been drawn to the world outside their studios. They feel a pull towards mountains, forests, and open fields, seeking to capture nature's spirit on canvas. These paintings become windows for us, offering a moment of escape and a breath of fresh air. They bring the quiet majesty of the wild into our homes and minds. Landscape paintings offer us a special kind of peace, a gentle reminder of beauty beyond our daily routines. Through these painted scenes, artists give us a window to a place of peace and reconnection. There is a special comfort to be found in paintings of the countryside. These are not the dramatic, awe-inspiring vistas of towering mountains or raging seas. Instead, they depict a gentler, more human-scaled nature. They show us rolling hills, patchwork fields, quiet farmhouses, and winding country lanes. This is a landscape shaped by both nature and human hands, a place where people have lived and worked in harmony with the land for generations. Scenes of the countryside evoke feelings of peace, simplicity, and a connection to a slower, more rhythmic way of life. They are like a visual lullaby for the soul. Artists have often been drawn to the countryside as a refuge from the noise and complexity of city life. They find inspiration in the changing seasons, the cycle of planting and harvesting, and the simple, enduring beauty of rural scenes. When they paint a field of golden wheat under a summer sky, they are capturing more than just a view. They are capturing a feeling of abundance, of warmth, and of quiet satisfaction. A painting of a lone cottage with smoke curling from its chimney can evoke a powerful sense of home, safety, and belonging. These images tap into a deep-seated longing for a simpler, more grounded existence. The colors in these paintings are often soft and harmonious. Think of the gentle greens of spring, the warm yellows and oranges of autumn, or the cool, muted blues and whites of a winter landscape. The artists who paint the countryside are masters of atmosphere. They know how to use light to create a feeling of peace and tranquility. They might paint the long, soft shadows of late afternoon, or the gentle, misty light of early morning. This careful use of light and color is what gives these paintings their calming power. They don't shout for our attention. They quietly invite us to rest our eyes and our minds. Looking at a painting of the countryside can feel like coming home, even if it's a place we've never been. These scenes represent an ideal of peace and stability. They show us a world where life moves at the pace of the seasons, a world that is predictable and reassuring. In our own fast-paced and often uncertain lives, this vision of harmony can be incredibly soothing. It is a reminder that there are places of stillness and continuity. These paintings offer us a momentary escape into a world that feels safe, peaceful, and deeply, reassuringly calm. The sea has always fascinated artists, offering endless variety and emotional depth. A seascape can be perfectly calm or wildly powerful, capturing both serenity and chaos. The sea's duality, beautiful and serene, wild and destructive, draws us in. Artists master movement and light using quick brushstrokes and layered color to capture water's ever-changing nature. Great seascapes make us feel the spray, hear the surf, and reflect on our place in the vast, untamed world. A great landscape painting does more than depict scenery. It captures the soul of a place. Through deep familiarity, artists paint not just generic hills or trees, but the unique light, atmosphere, and history of a specific location, making it feel alive and real. These works connect us to distant lands and cultures, expanding our world and reminding us that art is our passport to the richness of place. Every landscape painting is also a portrait of the artist's inner world. The chosen scene reflects their emotions, joy, melancholy, hope, turning nature into a metaphor for feeling. As viewers, we project our own moods onto these scenes, making each painting a mirror for our inner life. This fusion of outer and inner worlds is the true magic of landscape art. Portraits transform faces into stories, capturing not just features but the life and emotion within. Each painted face, whether king, mother, or stranger, invites us to imagine their hopes, struggles, and dreams. The artist's choices guide our empathy, making every portrait a question, not a statement. In looking closely, we find a piece of ourselves in the face of another. Eyes are the heart of a portrait, silently expressing emotion and forging a connection across time. A direct gaze can challenge or invite us. An averted glance creates mystery or introspection. Master artists use subtle brushwork to capture these nuances, turning a look into a story. Through the eyes, a painted face becomes truly alive. The greatest portraits go beyond mere resemblance, revealing the sitter's character and the artist's vision. Choices in light, color, and brushwork shape mood and meaning, transforming a face into a psychological landscape. Each portrait is a collaboration, part reality, part interpretation. The result is not just a likeness, but a timeless insight into the human soul. Self-portraits are acts of raw introspection, where artists confront and reveal their truest selves. Through repeated self-examination, artists like Rembrandt and Van Gogh documented their changing lives and inner struggles. These works are honest, sometimes unflattering, but deeply moving confessions. In seeing the artist as they saw themselves, we're reminded of the humanity behind every masterpiece. In the quiet of a gallery or the pages of a book, a painted portrait offers us a rare gift, an encounter with another soul. We can truly look, study a smile, the sadness in a pair of eyes, the proud set of a jaw. It's an exercise in empathy, a chance to imagine the inner life of another. Portraits connect us across centuries and cultures, reminding us of our shared humanity. In the end, a portrait is more than a likeness. It's a bridge between souls. Our journey now takes a dramatic leap. We move away from painting things we can recognize, a face, a tree, a bowl of fruit, and into a world of pure shape, color, and line. This is the world of abstract and modern art. It was a declaration of ultimate freedom. Artists like Kandinsky, Malevich, and Mondrian removed the subject altogether. They wanted to create a kind of visual music, where colors and shapes were the notes. Breaking free from tradition, they opened a new universe of creative possibilities. Abstract painting is a language of pure emotion. It bypasses logic and speaks directly to our feelings. There's no story to interpret, no object to identify, just color, texture, and form. The emotion is transmitted directly, a direct line from the artist's heart to ours. Artists like Mark Rothko use color and scale to evoke awe or calm. Abstract expressionists like Jackson Pollock captured energy and emotion through movement. To understand, we let go of naming and simply ask, how does this make me feel? Modern and abstract art might seem chaotic, but within the energy lies a surprising stillness. Artists like Mondrian and Agnes Martin stripped away noise, seeking harmony in simple lines, grids, and soft colors. Their work offers a visual deep breath, inviting us to slow down and find peace in simplicity. In a noisy world, these paintings become islands of calm, rewarding, patient, gentle attention. Abstract art gives us the freedom to just feel. There's no story we must know, no right or wrong answer. The painting becomes a mirror, reflecting our own emotions and memories. We are invited to notice the colors, the shapes, and the feelings that arise, without judgment. This is the adventure of modern art, an exploration into pure form, color, and emotion. Art is a timeless friend, offering us peace, wonder, and connection across centuries. Paintings wait patiently, asking only for our quiet attention. In a busy world, they are windows, mirrors, and time machines, reminding us we're not alone in our feelings. Next time you see a painting, pause and enjoy a moment with this silent, understanding companion. Feeling, and a quiet sense of wonder.